Welcome back to Spiritual Astrology. I am finishing up my moon series today. I actually wanted to finish this before the end of 2016, but I actually lost my other camera, or rather it broke. So this is actually going to be the lowest quality. So I'm just using this camera to upload this video, and then I'm going to start using my even better camera that I've only used a few times in this channel. So I usually like to stick to one camera for a full series, and I apologize for the low quality of this video. But anyway, Moon in Pisces is the last installment. I'm finishing up the moon series just before my birthday. So this is, to me, it's going to be the wrapping up of a year. I'm born on the 9th, so I'm a Capricorn. I know a few people with moon in Pisces. I just read up a little bit to kind of get my juices flowing to understand it a bit more. I have a lot of books on moon. I usually don't I'm a Gemini moon, so I kind of go off the cuff and go with my intuition, and it's generally is the best thing to do. This time I did read up a little bit, but the gist of Pisces moon is basically a kind of lack of reality. So that's the negative part of it, but doesn't have to be negative. It can be that can be a neutral statement. Pisces moons just are a bit out of reality, out of touch with what we see as reality. But these people definitely need a meaning in life. So the moon in Pisces is the 9th house of the natural moon, because the moon naturally rules Cancer. So in Pisces, it's the 9th. These people. And you know, Pisces naturally is the opposite Virgo, and the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius, which is opposite Gemini. These people are anything but, they do not want to talk about any Mercury stuff. So let's think of, look at Mercury things. Basically the mundane, the logical, the day-to-day life, kind of like your work, basic communication, logic. These people don't like this kind of stuff. So everything I just said, forget about it. These people, Pisces moons, also love to express their emotions. Just purely. The Pisces moons that I know are quite feminist, and they just believe in just like an idealized version of life. It's really beautiful. A lot of them tend to have a very strong access to the psychic realm. So to me, these people can access the other side just because of how they think. They may not see things or feel things or whatever. They just know how it is beyond the physical world. They don't see restrictions. Pisces does not like restrictions. Pisces is just kind of in between. It's in between everything. It goes left and right. These people are wishy-washy with their thinking. They're romantic. They can be paranoid. It's just this lack of direction, and it's the opposite of Virgo moon. I made a Virgo moon series, and I know a few Virgo moons, and I love Virgo moons, but their negative qualities Pisces moons really make up for, because Virgo moon, the opposite of Pisces, are not really in touch with their feelings. Not as much as I think they should be, and they're not communicative about them. But a Pisces moon will try to talk to you about their feelings, even if they feel uncomfortable about it. But they would rather cry or laugh with you. But then usually it doesn't last long, and they're on to something else. You know, these people I see as the people kind of really dazed out, and to me they're the kind of hippie painter kind of people, like the soul wanderers of the zodiac. What else did I look at here? They're easily they don't have a lot of strong self-esteem. It could go away really quickly, and they may discourage themselves. So they probably feel bad about a lot of stuff. They don't hold on to physical things. The Pisces moon people I know, they move a lot, and they tend to kind of leave their stuff behind. Kind of in what's the word? A hobo, whatever. That's the kind of negative thing. I guess that's a negative word. Hobo, maybe. I don't know. But that's the kind of Pisces way of living. The Pisces moon especially. Very creative and imaginative, but they lacked practicality. Virgo moon is super practical, so useful, and they kind of constantly take stuff. But Pisces moon is too sensitive. A Virgo moon would kind of probably not approve of the way of life that a Pisces moon would rather live. So they actually might develop some schizophrenic paranoia, anxieties during their life. Because they will kind of close themselves off and run away from situations. And also they're prone to get walked on. And they don't understand why other people take advantage of them. And, they might just baby themselves too much, where they have to kind of admit to what real life actually is. So that's the really negative side of Pisces moon. But they have to recognize that they do need a break. And it's because the Pisces energy kind of loses its ego. It doesn't have a hold on it. Because it's like, it kind of wants to think, I don't have an ego, I'm not selfish. But a Pisces moon is selfish. A Pisces moon is supposed to be selfish. Any Pisces placement. So these people I see a Pisces moon in its best atmosphere as kind of listening to calming ocean music in the background while laying in a bathtub, drinking a glass of wine, just relaxing. Any Pisces placement, like Pisces rising, has this quality, but the Pisces moon needs this. Turn off your mind, lose yourself. Don't feel guilt about it. If someone tells you you should feel guilty, a Pisces moon is likely to believe them, but don't believe that. Don't believe any bullcrap. The Pisces moon needs to learn to divide what is right and what is wrong, because that's what a Virgo moon does. The Virgo moon doesn't feel guilty about it like it does, but it doesn't. It compartmentalizes those emotions. Now, Pisces moon can't do that. It kind of takes over. It's like any water moon placement. But Pisces moon is a bit lost in this sense. They're very, very caring. And they can make other people feel bad about them, because they'll talk about how they have such a bad family or a bad history, or everyone's always doing bad things to them. So that's the Pisces moon. But they need to learn to not pick up on all the negative stuff that might be around them. But they can be very, very understanding. They want to learn about philosophy and religion, and they'll go on and on about it. And they won't necessarily talk in a very straightforward, kind of cut, organized manner. But they'll have a lot of insight, and it'll be just so open-minded, kind of like... It's similar to Aquarius energy, but kind of on steroids. Basically, it's just really far-fetched and really out there, and really just seeing the world in such a beautiful light. It's like, how Tauruses and Libras wear rose-colored glasses. A Pisces moon, his whole body is covered. It's just constant rose-colored, and it's like the deepest shade of rose, and it's just the whole life, and deep in the mind. And, they may have grown up with one parent that probably forced on them a belief system of just pure emotion, lacking kind of the physical, logical world of keeping your life in order. It might have been just a really emotional parent that influenced them, or that's how they saw their parents, or, one of their parents, or how they acted at home. But basically... these people probably can find way more fulfillment emotionally than any other sign by being creative and kind of finding things to do. Also, I would recommend Pisces moon people getting into charity work. And the second they do it, they will not regret it. Pisces actually is the closet charity case. But we live in a world where it's not really common to be selfless. So these people might repress this or feel like other people make them feel bad, but the Pisces has to get over that, because the Pisces moon, it's not the ego, it's not the sun, so it's the moon, it's a need. You have to get past, all that other stuff and just be selfless, be the person you are, show your creativity and romanticism, realize that you can't feel guilty about having these parts of yourself. You're obviously going to be a little different if you have Pisces moon. Everyone's different. That's the thing. As Pisces moon needs to realize that. But yeah, they can be really farsighted. They don't see what's in front of them. They don't see the physical world surrounding them. So they might go into their room or their house and not really necessarily connect with all that stuff, because it doesn't really matter to them. And it's an innocent kind of thing. If this person has a lot of water in their chart and they're surrounded by a lot of earth, there might be an issue, and these people are just going to keep reverting into themselves rather than speaking out about what needs to be done or what their problems are. But they're very loyal and curious and imaginative. Like I said, I've said it so many times. But they try to avoid all the details. And a lot of these people may get... They're probably really very, very impressionable. Similar to Cancer Moon or Cancer Sun. And they probably will get themselves into situations where they're like, how did I get into that situation? Where did that start? And it'll just go back forever because there's no beginning to when, and it's probably deeply psychological. There's no beginning to how they got influenced by anything. So when dealing with someone with a Pisces moon, be conscious that they probably don't have a conscious reason for doing what they're doing. And, you know, just accept them for who they are, and they will definitely appreciate it. All right, well, thank you for watching this video. I've done the Moon series, and I'm going to be making a Venus series pretty soon, and I'm happy to be done. All right. Tell me what you think. Bye.